Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin. Today is June the 22nd, 2017. This is home of long-term cryptocurrency thinking, golden hold, be in motion. We're proud to be the best Bitcoin channel out there for the financially mature audience. Hey, tomorrow, this week at Bitcoin is going to be on at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's like at 12 hours, people. 4 p.m. in Madrid, 3 p.m. in London, 5 p.m. in Tel Aviv. And we're going to have some people from Europe. Money Triggs, you might have heard of him on Twitter. He's got a great Twitter. I'm excited. He also works for cointimes.tech. All right, so speaking of Europe, I link below, and always check out the notes section below for all the links that explain everything that I'm talking about in this video. There's a house in Switzerland that is for sale for 829 Bitcoin. Yes, someone posted this on Steam and translated the article into English. I found it interesting. You know, Swiss francs are some of the most valuable paper currency out there, but hey, they'd rather have Bitcoin for their house than Swiss francs. Very interesting. Hey, speaking of cryptocurrency and banks, and look at this t-shirt here. You can get one like this below at the cryptography link. You get a 10% discount with the Meister discount code. Check out the links below. Pound that like button, people. All right, so there is news out of Africa. Cryptocurrency news real quick. My friend Laurian Gamaroff, one of the biggest names in cryptocurrency in South Africa, has a new interview that has been published. I linked to it below, and here's some quotes. And it just shows you how smart Laurian Gamaroff is, this article, just his intelligent answers. He's just great. You've got to check him out. People should only invest in currencies that they understand or are willing to lose money on. There are a multitude of coins being created, and almost all of them will fail at some point. The majority of pre-mined coins are used for pump and dump schemes by creators and should not be trusted. Just some words of wisdom from Laurian Gamaroff. The article goes into depth about many other cryptocurrency-related subjects. He's a real smart guy. I've gotten word from Zimbabwe, the great Tawanda Kembo, who is the biggest name in cryptocurrency in all of Zimbabwe, who is in charge of the Bitcoin exchange there, where right now I think Bitcoin is selling for like $3,061 actually. They're going to have a Dash, yes, Dash on their exchange soon. So that's just very interesting. You're not going to hear that news anywhere else, but right here. So pound that like button if you like international news. And yes, of course, I've been to Zimbabwe and South Africa, where I met these two individuals, these two great individuals personally. Quite a experience to be on the ground in Africa, in Southern Africa, when dealing with cryptocurrency. Many stories. You can check out my archives, people, when I was in Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Namibia, and South Africa back in November and October. So there is a economic guy I often quote. He's got a blog, Mish, the Mish blog, and he's talking about Bitcoin again in a negative way, actually. He puts into perspective that gold is worth 200 times more, all the gold in the world, and that Bill Gates is worth more than Bitcoin, and he uses that as a negative. I look at all those things as positive, that Bitcoin has a lot of room to grow. It's not even worth as much as Bill Gates, but the world is talking about it, including Mish. And he basically concludes that he thinks Bitcoin is going to go down. And then if you read the comment section, you read some of the usual paranoia that's there about, what happens if there's all the power goes out in the world forever, or what's it, EMP attack or something. But there's some interesting comments there. And again, I'd like to give the other side of the story. Not everyone is bullish on Bitcoin. And here's a guy. We'll probably look back at this one day and laugh. So I also learned on Steemit, a guy posted a very scary story about how he had 7 Bitcoin stolen from his Bittrex account. And he actually captured it live. You can watch his video. I linked to it below. The point is, and the lesson that he learned is, don't store your coins on exchanges. It happens. It just happened the other day for this guy. He lost 7 Bitcoin, $20,000. Come on, almost $20,000, whatever it is. Really, people. A lot of people, some people leave comments like, oh, well, I'm still going to try. I'm going to do this. I don't need a Trezor. You need a Trezor. Go to the links section below. Get yourself a Trezor or a Ledger Nano or whatever. My affiliate links. You get discounts. Again, it's linked to below. All right, so a few people, or maybe it's just one person over and over again, is wondering what is this thing with MIT and Litecoin? And I linked it to I linked to the Reddit about it, and I linked to the article about it, and no one really seems to know. There's a site at MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Such a school of intelligent men and a few women, I guess. Mostly men. They're women, but mostly men. So no, and they're dealing with Litecoin. They have a site. Maybe it's just a kid's project there. No one knows what it is. I wouldn't, it's always good to find positive stories about your coin or about Bitcoin or about cryptocurrency. Wouldn't blow this one out of proportion, people. I don't know what's going on with MIT and Litecoin. We live in a world where geniuses are not appreciated, though. So even if they're doing something big over there, it probably isn't going to make that big of a difference. But those guys are the future of this country in many different ways, in terms of exploring space, in terms of so many things in mathematics. And they should be praised no matter what they're doing at MIT. And everyone should appreciate intelligent geniuses like that. And yeah, and not get into doom porn on the internet where you say everything is fake, that the moon landing was fake, or something that men like that from MIT helped produce. Anyway, so Barry Silbert, that he's in the title of this video here. There are a lot of egos out there, and I think a lot of people are. I guess Barry Silbert probably's got a big ego too. I don't know him personally. He's out there. He's marketing. He wanted to solve this Bitcoin scaling issue. And in the long run, he might be the one out there bragging that it was him who solved the issue. And a lot of people, have said, well, that's going to suck if Barry Silbert's out there saying he's the one responsible. Who, in the long run, we just want to SegWit. We just want one Bitcoin. And if Barry Silbert played a huge role in it, then great. Then great. We should be happy. No hate on the Barry Silbert. I bring him up because he's one of the few guys out there who, he involves marketing in his repertoire. And if he is the one who, he gets in touch with the media, if he puts himself in a position where he paints himself as the savior of Bitcoin, then he is going to be in a very powerful position, more powerful than he already is in. And he is in a powerful position already due to where he has positioned himself and what he's done and where he's invested his money. And I bring all this up because, yeah, sure, he rubs people the wrong way. His marketing rubs. But if you're an Ethereum Classic holder, you gotta see this bodes well for Ethereum Classic. The sky's the limit for this guy in terms of marketing what he believes in, putting himself in a position, changing the cryptocurrency space. Because it's true, his New York agreement, whatever you want to call it, he got people together, and now, who cares about the specifics, but Bitcoin's on its way to segregated witness. He is on his way to saying he saved Bitcoin from splitting in two. And if he is put on this pedestal, he's going to be able to say, and hey, I am this huge investor in Ethereum Classic. I want all you people to get into Ethereum Classic. This bodes well for Ethereum Classic. Hate it, hate him, do whatever. It's just the way it is. And I I wanted to, so where was my other thing? Oh, we'll get back to Ethereum Classic in a second. I did want to bring up one thing about an article that I will link to below. It's from CNBC. And there's a few, this kid has been mentioned before. He's like an 18-year-old guy, Eric Finman. When he was like 15 or 16, he got 300 Bitcoin for selling a company. Instead of taking money, he took 300 Bitcoin. Now he has 400 Bitcoin and he's a millionaire. And so people are kind of fixated. A lot of people wrote about this because he's a kid. He's young. He's 18 with 400 Bitcoin. But all of us had a chance to have 300 Bitcoin when he got 300 Bitcoin. We could have purchased it ourselves. And some people did take that opportunity to get themselves in that 300 Bitcoin club back then. And they're getting close to being millionaires right now. He got himself into the 400 Bitcoin club, so he's already a millionaire. And I just want to, it's great that a young guy got into this, but everyone had that chance. And everyone still has the chance to get 21 Bitcoin or 16 Bitcoin or whatever. But it just makes me wonder, like, how many people really did take the opportunity, besides this 18-year-old kid, to get into the 300 Bitcoin club 2-3 years ago, 1 year ago, or whatever. I mean, because you could have gotten the 300 Bitcoin club a year ago. I mean, when it was $500, if you had $150,000, that's not unrealistic to make to have $150,000 for whatever reason, from a house being sold or something, and turning it into Bitcoin back then. So I wonder how many people did do that. I think we're going to start. I hope we're going to hear more and more stories about people who have 300 Bitcoin as Bitcoin gets into the 3,000s. If we don't, then God, if you have 300 Bitcoin, then you're super duper, you're in an amazing position. But I think we'll hear some stories. If you have 300 Bitcoin, contact me. Maybe we'll do a special video about you. All right. So a friend of mine up in Boston, who is in the technology scene up there, randomly emails me or I think he posted it on Facebook or something. Are you ready for the flippening, Adam Meister? And the funny thing is, he didn't even know that Ethereum was going through some major turbulence. He doesn't know what Ethereum even is. This guy, he knows what Bitcoin is, but he's heard about this flippening. It's interesting that he's heard about the flippening. He didn't know that Ethereum had been going down. But when we think about the flippening, we think about how Ethereum's market cap will surpass that of Bitcoin. That's what the flippening, the official definition is. But as I mentioned on yesterday's show, for Ethereum Classic people, the flippening is Ethereum Classic getting to parity or surpassing the value of Ethereum. And really, with Barry Silbert on Ethereum Classic side, it's a possibility. It really can. That form of flippening can happen. Parity can happen. I know Tone Vays in the past was predicting parity. I said that parity between Ethereum and Ethereum Classic could happen. Will it definitely happen? I don't know. But it definitely, when we consider all the factors that are out there today, it's not a 0% chance of it happening. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way at least. And hey, man, Barry Silbert, love him or hate him, he's going to play a role in trying to make the Ethereum Classic flippening happen. So consider that when you take my words into consideration. And pound that like button, people. Pound that like button. Well, that's it for today. Remember, we'll be back at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning on the East Coast at 7 a.m. in Los Angeles, where one of my guests might be coming from. That guest, I hope you get back to me soon. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below where we include all the pertinent links to this video. I post a new video here every day. Every Friday, we have the This Week in Bitcoin panel show, which sums up the entire week in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. That is tomorrow. I will check out the chat momentarily. Bye-bye, everyone.